If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear drop, 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 drop.
Okay, so this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I took a little bit of a hiatus in terms of uploading because, you know, I'm currently on vacation, but I gotta talk about this. Because all people talk about, everyone's bitching about the Lakers, how they gotta make a trade, all this shit. And at the end of the day, I've noticed something about this Lakers team that most people have not. And the fact that we've seen this movie before. Okay, so I've noticed something about this Lakers team, and we've seen this movie before. And what I'm saying about that is, if you look back at LeBron James's last year in Cleveland, the 2018 Cavs, what did they have? They brought in all these new guys, all these big names, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas. They brought in all these big, like, even Jay Crowder, I guess, you know, for the 3D. They brought in all these dudes, you know, man. You know, they had all these big names. We thought, okay, yeah, they're definitely a super team. They're definitely winning the title. And then, so they struggled like the entire regular season, or the entire time they were together, basically. And people were like, okay, time to blow this team up, time to get younger, yada, yada, yada. And what ended up happening is, although they did a little bit better in the regular season, by the time the playoffs rolled around, you know, and then these dudes didn't know how to do shit. You know, these dudes like Jordan Clarkson, you know, all these dudes were just like choking the entire time. They were just fucking trash. And then by the time the playoffs rolled around, now everyone's begging for these old dudes back. Everyone's begging for Dwayne Wade to come back. Everyone's begging for like Derrick Rose to come back. You know, all these dudes. And you know what I mean? So what I'm basically trying to say is, just for once, let the team figure it out. You know what I mean? For once, just don't bend the will of LeBron. Because we've seen this before. We have seen this before. And like, most of the time, I like to be a contrarian. But at the same time, most of the time, I actually have facts to back it up. And the fact is, these dudes were made up for the playoffs. Now, I know you have to make the playoffs first, but at the same time, they're not going hard because, you know, the season is just like, in the season, I don't know if it's like midway through the season, but it's like towards the beginning of the season rather than towards the end. So if you see these guys starting to click around the All-Star break when the playoffs get near, because I'm very confident that around the time that once we get closer to the playoffs, like probably 2 months away from the playoffs, you'll see these guys start to play better. You'll see these guys start to win games. Because right now, you know, it's not in the middle of the season. These dudes don't really give a shit. You know, they're all old. So just don't make any trades. Just that's what I'm saying. This is when you make trades when you don't have a certain thing. Like, if you don't have rim protection, you make a trade. If you don't have shooting, you make a trade. Here's the thing. These dudes have all that shit. They have everything they need to win a championship. They have the playmaking from Rondo and Russell Westbrook. They have the shooting from like guys like Trevor Ariza, you know, that Austin Reeves dude. They have the shooting. They have the rim protection from Anthony Davis, you know, Dwight Howard. So they don't need anything. They just need chemistry. They just need to gel. And everyone's saying they need to get younger. But here's the thing. If they do bring in a younger player, people are going to start to use him as a scapegoat. We look at what happened to Kyle Kuzma. When he was on the Lakers, LeBron, they said he was trash. Lonzo, they said he was trash. You know, every time you bring in a young dude with LeBron, the dude just turns into trash. So, just keep the team the same. Let them figure it out. Because for once, it's time, like, it'd be one thing if you don't surround LeBron with talent. It'd be one thing if you just don't have any talented players. It's another thing if, like, you have all these talented players and not playing well. Just say fuck it. Let them figure it out. Because you literally have everything you need for a championship team. Just let them figure it out. Because at the end of the day, what is LeBron here for? Another 2 more years? So even if they don't win this year, LeBron has never requested a trade. You know, this would be the first time he would. Like, so he's not going to request a trade. So just, if this year doesn't work out, so be it. But I have a feeling by the time playoffs rolls around, they'll probably be like a top 5 seed, maybe 5, 6. I don't know. They're not going to beat the Suns, they're not going to beat the Warriors, but at least they could get something going for next year. But what they got to do now is they got to establish a foundation for what's to come. Because I've been saying, even like this Lakers team is not really ready to win year one. Because the Suns team last year, I was surprised they went that far, but they're ready to win right now because they've all had experience together. But like this Lakers team, especially when it comes to Westbrook, you know what I mean? It's not gonna work out the first year. It's just not. So let them figure it out. Whenever these big threes happen, they usually don't go well the first year. Look at what happened with 2015. Look at what happened. What was it? No, not 2015. Yeah, look at what happened in 2015. Look at what happened the first year in Miami. The only time it did work out was the Lakers, and that was because it was 2 people. So, yeah. Like I said, don't blow anything up. Let the team figure it out. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.